studying the reason that I am here. Yes, this was interesting because, you see, all of humanity has been working in a field of duality. Now, duality simply means that you see things as the opposites. You never see things as they truly are. You only see the contrast. In truth, you're only seeing the picture of his face here because it is different than the background. If it was exactly the same, it would all blend together. Well, that is what you are doing. You are literally all taking these beautiful rays of light from home, running them through your body, and turning them into this incredible beam of light that comes out of your own face. Very magical indeed. And that is the beauty of what you are starting to do here more than anything else at this point. So let me take a breath with you for just a moment. Let's ground our energy, shall we? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Just let it out slowly. Good. And again. In through the nose, let it out easily. Good. And release. Now, do you feel that warmth going through all of your being? That is because the oxygen in your blood is now starting to travel to all these places, exciting your body. Well, that is also a form of sexual energy. You are literally bringing in your light from home and processing it in your own physical being. Then it turns into this beautiful radiance, which is the sexual energy. It's what makes your eyes shine so greatly. Oh, excuse me, just a moment here. I'll switch you over to this beautiful lady for just a moment here. There we go. Right. Now, so, what I wish to speak to you about this day is we're going to send you through a little activation. The activation is to clear away much of the debris that you have left in place, blocking your own energies sometimes. And what will happen here is that you go through your day just repeating things that you have done as successes in the past. That is how you define success. Oh, look at that. I haven't taken her off the screen, have I? Oh, she's just smiling so beautifully. So anyway, we'll bring Ilra in and let him push the buttons in a bit. But the beauty is you've all brought this light from home. Each one of you are constantly connected to home through your own higher self. Now here's the beauty. Your higher self brings the ray from home, which is complete. It has all the balance of all the energy. It is in perfection. But you live on a planet of imperfection, and perfection cannot truly even exist here. The same as the truth is, you can only be finite on earth. You cannot even understand the concept of infinity truly, and yet you can talk about it. Well, that is the same with the balanced sexual energy. When you have had many beings on earth that have been balanced enough to carry that light, and when they do, if they were not thrown into fear and run from the fear of the people, generally what would happen is they would use it for healing. And that is when you flood a being full of the complete ray, you heal everything. Now here's what happens. When the ray comes from home, it is hitting this little prism which divides it up into the different colors. This is how we describe multidimensionality, but we also use this to describe the sexual energy. Because none of you are carrying all of it. Oh, your physical bodies could not handle that, although some of you try, we know. But nonetheless, you can carry more and more of this as you start taking this on. But all of that has to do with your filters, your reactions to sexual energy. And that's why we are bringing this up to you. That's why we have prepared some of the slides for you that we have, to simply make you aware of your own reactions and how you deal with it. For most people do not walk up to other people and say, "Hey, how's your sexual energy today?" They don't ask that. It's not part of your consciousness in any form. So we'll bring it to your consciousness so you can become aware of one of the most powerful forces in the universe that runs through each and every one of you individually and expresses individually. You all have a different flavor of the sexual energy. How beautiful is that? And you're all looking around trying to complete yourself because you're aware that you're living on the planet of imperfection. So you feel you must add something to yourself to protect you in some way. And many times it is a partner, or many times you are looking for even sexual partners that you can balance yourself with. Well, we hate to tell you this, dear ones, but the truth is real relationships can only happen when both people are balanced. Yes, we know. It is very different energies than what you have thought on earth many times. But the beautiful part is each and every one of you can do this within. You can balance your energy, but you can also increase it. Now, what does that look like? What does it look like when a person is walking around on planet Earth full of sexual energy? Well, we'll share with you what it looks like, because we look at it all the time. We watch humans all the time from here. It's really magical indeed. Ilra does this all the time. That's his job, you know. He sits on a cloud up here and basically watches humans. Most of the time he tries to make them move one way, or he plants something in their field so that they'll run across it. And then we watch as all these beautiful things unfold. But generally what happens when we see a person really feeling good about themselves, they are radiating sexual energy. And it is beautiful. And many of your interpretations of spiritual experiences come many times with what you would call a halo. Well, that is what we see as sexual energy, dear ones, when the energy is literally leaking off of you because your physical body cannot contain it. That's what it looks like. Now, what does it look like from us looking at you on Earth? Well, it's beautiful. We look and we see all this crowd of people going, and one person, bright light. And sometimes people are coming into their field just to experience the energy for a moment. They don't even know it's the person, but they feel the energy and they're drawn to it. And the person, not even aware that the people are feeling it, is simply walking forward, and people are opening up in front of them to make space for them without even knowing what was happening. The energy precedes you in everything that you do. It is the creation energy because it leaves you and bounces off the universe and creates your world for you just in time for you to experience it. Take a breath, dear ones. Ground your energy into the body. Beautiful. And now another slow breath. As you release it, feel the top of your head. Feel that light coming in. Feel it dancing throughout your body. And finally grounding through your feet or your connection to the ground, wherever that is. Now with that connection in place, open and receive more. Flood your being with this energy right now. Some of you it is already brought to tears. Let it happen. Beautiful. That is the first. Sometimes what happens, dear ones, is you close down the restrictions, the tubes which the energy flow through. And without use, they tend to close and crimp over time. And what you've just done is open them. Well, sometimes that causes not a pain, but it actually causes a sensation of home. And sometimes brings people to tears. Well, if that's happening to you, know that you are on the right track. And know that there was something that needed stretching in order to do that. You've had those tubes closed far too long. So take another breath. Beautiful. And release. Good. So what we will do with here, we will start this journey, this activation for you, and set you into motion. For we will take you through some experiences and plant some seeds to help you release those filters, or at least adjust them slightly. For, dear ones, it is not the filters coming in we are concerned about. It is the filters that you send out. You filter your own energy because you are afraid to be seen. And that is the truth with everyone. We are not talking about modesty here. We are talking about the fact that it takes energy to see another soul. And many of you don't have that energy or fear the sexual energy within you, so you break the contact. You look away. You look down. You tell the person, it's not okay to look at me right now. And they break it too. And that is a shame. Because many times we've gone to great extent up here to set up all these possibilities so that someone could look at you in the grocery store and fill you full of light. And here you are looking away. You understand the differences now? Yes, it has been risky before. Planet Earth has been a very harsh place, especially during the Dark Ages. Oh, they were dark indeed. And from time to time, it gets very nasty there. But is it your responsibility to correct all that or protect yourself from that? Or is it your responsibility to ground your light and have a beautiful human experience? That is what we are looking for. You will find much starting here. The possibilities are here. We have given you thoughts for your brain. We have given you energy for your heart. And now we are going to tie it all together with an activation designed specifically for you. We hope you enjoy it. But lose the fear, dear ones. That is the beauty of the new world. You no longer need to protect yourself the way you did. It is perfectly fine to release all of the energy and to share it with the other spirits who are also pretending to be a human. It is with the greatest of honor, dear ones, that I ask you to treat each other with respect, nurture one another every chance you get. Remember my giggle and my laugh, for it is one of the sexiest things that I do. And play well together, Aspavo.
Aspavo. It is a beautiful part of our lives to accept our sexual energy. It is a gift from home. The part, a very important part of who we are. And by blocking that, by, like it was said, the tube that's coming down, by blocking that and not allowing it to fully come through to this beautiful human body that we have, is like cutting off a part of ourselves. And how can we be whole when we don't explore that part of who we are? So be open and walk with confidence, knowing that you have something to offer yourself and all around you by having your brightness shine and sharing it. Be the bright light. Have the sexual confidence that you deserve and share your energy with all. So it is.